Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. So with that, let's get up to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. For the call, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll have the speedy Tyrod Taylor calling the shots, the former Virginia Tech Hokie.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
On first down, it's Taylor. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second down, Taylor. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Taylor able to find his big tight end, Njoku, for the Cleveland first down. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Jordan Hicks battled a lot of injuries while at the University of Texas, but his last season there played up to the potential they saw when he was coming out of high school. Well over 100 tackles, ranged from sideline to sideline, could also drop into pass coverage, and now uses his intelligence to run the entire Philadelphia Eagles defense from the middle linebacker position.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. first carry for Carlos Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
From the gun, it's Taylor. To the right side and complete to Njoku. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
But they were in the red zone, and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Set to valve. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Leading the charge under center will be their 6'5" quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
This is Ajayi. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now it's Ajayi. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Working from the gun. Wentz. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Taylor will bring the Browns up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Chris Long in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Taylor. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Wentz going to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready, flag, 32, flag.
Now Taylor on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. That's Njoku over the middle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Taylor now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. To throw again is Taylor. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again, it's Taylor. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Coleman. A good pickup there at 20 yards. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Ready. 319. 319.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. 319.
Throwing again. Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Ready.
Taylor will throw again. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play action. Now Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Come on now, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Here's Ajayi. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Wins to throw again. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now Taylor to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready. Flag.
Play action, it's Taylor. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep now for Landry. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Taylor finding his volume receiver Landry for a big one, 62 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Play action, now Taylor. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Oh my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Flushed out, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Tyrod Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, it's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Taylor now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Taylor firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Second down, Hyde. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 3-19.
They run again with Hyde on first. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Ready. 3-19.
Handoff comes to Hyde. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll give to Hyde, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Well, the situation very simple here. Late game, down 7. They've got to get it in the end zone.
And the best players know how to be calm in these situations because you know right now his pulse is like a jackhammer. So how does he rein it in, make sure the team has a little bit of calm, coupled with that sense of urgency? Got to walk that line a little bit, but get it downfield in order to score, and then put the pressure on the guy who kicks the ball because he could tie the game.
It's been a fun game. It all comes down to this. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. And that one hits the ground incomplete. So now just 4 ticks left in this one. One final try now for Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.